Key Elements of an SMS, Part 1, Occurrence Reporting. Thank you for joining us today for the first in a series of webinars from GALE promoting the key elements and areas of consideration that an organisation needs to address in order to achieve an effective, efficient and proactive safety management system. An effective SMS doesn't just happen. It requires thorough planning, implementation and review to confirm that it works. The review highlights any areas that need to be addressed or changed. A successful SMS will only work if an entire organisation adopts and embraces a culture to make a difference. It should never be looked on as a compliancy tool, but something that everyone needs to understand and believe in. An open culture is a two-way process that includes the decision makers, policy makers and management in one direction to the day-to-day activities that an organisation's employees work to in the other way. Everyone in a company must be open and accepting to follow policies, make suggestions to change for the better and communicate without fear of incrimination to ensure the SMS succeeds. Through this series of webinars we will look at a number of key areas that an organisation needs to be totally confident in and contribute to a successful SMS. These include occurrence reporting, investigation and analysis, auditing, document control and integration. Each topic will highlight the benefits of how to manage the area effectively in order to achieve excellence and confidence in knowing that everything that possibly can be done is being done. So what are the key components to a successful SMS? This is really open to interpretation, depending on who you are and where you are. However, the UK CAA have highlighted what we feel are definitely key attributes that help contribute to having a relevant and successful SMS. The first question is, what is a safety management system? A safety management system is a series of defined organisation-wide processes that provide for effective risk-based decision-making related to your daily business. What does the SMS focus on? SMS focuses on maximising opportunities to continuously improve the overall safety of the aviation system. What are the key processes of an SMS? 1. Hazard identification, a method for identifying hazards related to your organisation. 2. Occurrence reporting, a process for the acquisition of safety data. 3. Risk management, a standard approach for assessing risks and for applying risk control. 4. Performance management, management tools for analysing whether the organisation's safety goals are being achieved. And finally 5. Quality and safety assurance, processes based on quality management principles that support continuous improvement of the organisation's safety performance. The roles and responsibilities within the SMS include the senior managers and accountable executives who are responsible for establishing the SMS and allocating resources to support and maintain an effective SMS. The management are responsible for implementing, maintaining and adhering to SMS processes in their area, whilst employees are responsible for identifying hazards and reporting them. An SMS provides information for more informed decision making, improves safety by reducing risks of accidents, better resource allocation that will result in an increased efficiencies and reductions in costs, and demonstrates corporate due diligence. Organisations that demonstrate key qualities in an effective SMS include a top-down commitment from management and a personal commitment from all employees to achieve safety performance goals. There should be a clear roadmap of what the SMS is and what it is supposed to accomplish, an established practice of open communication throughout the organisation that is comprehensive and transparent and where necessary non-punitive, and an organisation that continuously strives to improve. An SMS is not something to manage self-regulation and deregulation. It should not be a standalone operation, a substitute for oversight and an undue burden. The SMS builds on existing processes, integrates with other management systems by tailoring a flexible regulatory framework to an organisation and demonstrates good business practice. The main difference between an SMS and a flight safety program is a safety management system is primarily proactive and predictive. It considers hazards and risks that impact the whole organisation, as well as risk control. A flight safety program is primarily reactive and typically focuses on one part of the system, the airline operation. The main difference between an SMS and quality management system, QMS, is that the SMS focuses on the safety aspects of the organisation, whilst the QMS focuses on the services and products of the organisation. QMS focuses on conformity, SMS focuses on hazards. Both non-conformities and hazards can impact safety. Both systems enhance safety and are essential complementary management tools. You cannot have an effective SMS without applying quality management principles. So let's have a look now at occurrence reporting. Where do you start? Your organization probably already has policies and procedures in place, as well as workflow processes that can run your safety management system. These generally are working for you. However, there are always areas of improvement and change that contribute to a successful SMS. Many organizations have successfully managed their SMS with existing office-based tools such as Excel and Word, which are perfectly adequate when you're a smaller sized company that can react quickly to events to hand. The trouble is that organizations naturally grow in operation, and before you know it, the SMS solution they have managed to work with in the past becomes uncontrollable. The management of occurrence reporting that could have been done initially on a spreadsheet in the past grows to a volume that all that is happening is the registering of the event. There is no evidence of any effective investigation, and more importantly, no real evidence to actively make a change to reduce the risk of it happening again. If you cannot manage your occurrences within your organization and learn from them, then they will continue to happen and possibly have dire consequences either short term or in the long term. There are various software solutions in the marketplace that offer the capability for aviators to manage their SMS. On the outside, each look like they're doing the same thing. However, there are specific points that should be considered when choosing SMS software. Is the solution scalable to your requirements? Does the solution accommodate your existing processes and procedures, rather than you having to change them to work with the system? Is the solution fully configurable and can be managed locally without reliance from the provider? Does the solution incorporate all the key elements to manage your SMS centrally? Is there the ability to manage aspects of your SMS through mobile applications? Does the solution integrate with other industry solutions such as flight data monitoring or FOQA and fatigue risk management? Can the system integrate with other industry IT solutions that can contribute to adding value to your SMS? Like anything in life, you get what you pay for, and whilst you may be initially impressed by something that looks good value for money, it may not be the solution that really meets your needs. So how do you report an occurrence? Here is an example of how you can manage your occurrence reporting. In reality, there are some key standard reports that are mandated by authorities and regulators, such as air safety reports. However, an organization really should look broader and try to report on anything that can influence either their SMS or their commercial and operational strategy. If a business is open and aware of everything that is happening, it can only contribute to a stronger, more successful reporting culture. Reports need to be easy to use, accessible, and capture all the relevant data at source. Forms with mandatory fields, drop-down lists, and are intuitive for the end user to complete and will encourage proactive reporting. If a report has all the details required for further investigation from the start, it makes the process of investigation a lot easier, as well as capturing appropriate information for analysis and change management at a later date. Accurate and relevant data only helps to contribute to change management and corrective activity based on facts rather than assumptions. In this example, we're going to submit an injury report on the iPad that, once completed, will be automatically submitted into the relevant department or individual to review and decide if further investigation and analysis is required. An injury report is an everyday occurrence that can be avoided if individuals follow the working processes and procedures laid out in the SMS. However, accidents do happen, and the investigation is there to understand why and how to prevent them reoccurring in the future. On the iPad, only occurrence forms that are relevant to an individual's job function are displayed. It is pointless displaying every single form within the SMS, as this will deter individuals to report on what is important in their day-to-day tasks. As we've already explained, an open culture and encouragement in reporting is the key to success in the SMS. The iPad replicates the forms that are held in the SMS and allows the individual to enter the details at source, ensuring that the report is as accurate and relevant as possible. It is very important to avoid free text, as this cannot be analysed at a later date. Also, it is important to mandate fields where possible, so that as much information can be captured. Both drop-down lists and checklists help lead the person filling in the form, ensuring that the information is correct from the start, and also saving time and eliminating the need to go back and ask further questions. With an iPad, you can also attach photos to the form. allowing for evidence to be captured and annotated and also highlighted at source. This is extremely powerful as it enables the investigation to review everything that has happened visually, which contributes to and assists in the dialogue description information that is filled. So you can see here that we've submitted a photo. We're signing the form to be submitted for further investigation. Once completed, the report is submitted for investigation. At this stage, nothing yet has been done with the report. It has been filed to the relevant department and individual for review. Not every report will need to be taken further. However, by submitting it in the first place allows the safety management system to collate the data for future analysis. We open the Occurrence module and can see a number of reports that have been submitted and are currently set as new, meaning a decision has not been made whether further investigation is required. Let's open the injury report that we just submitted. You will see that the form is collapsed to make it more visually easier to read. Some forms can be very long, so breaking them into sections allows anyone quick access to the relevant section to review and check if all the information has been completed. You can see the information that was filled in on the iPad is exactly the same that is in the form within the SMS. The exact information that was submitted in the form is there to be reviewed to determine if further investigation is required. The form clearly shows check boxes and drop-down lists that aid in ensuring that all the relevant information is populated. The photo evidence with annotation and highlight is clearly shown to aid in the investigation. Likewise, the signature from the person who filled in the form. This form has a follow-up section that is only completed once a full investigation has been completed. Now a decision needs to be made whether to accept the occurrence form for further investigation or to close it as something that has happened on a regular basis and does not need further investigation, or alternatively reject it. Rejecting a form generally occurs when the wrong form type was submitted and does not reflect in the analysis. We are going to accept the injury report for investigation. The report can be raised as something new, or possibly you are aware that someone else has already raised the report, so you can associate it to that, or you can search to see if there are any other investigations that are in the same area as being reported. Automatically, an investigation workflow is created that is associated to the personal injury category for further investigation. Each workflow within an SMS can take a different path, so whilst this only has 2 stages, something like an ASR could have a lot more. You can quickly toggle between the investigation and the occurrence report so that all information is always at hand to be taken further. If other reports are raised against the same occurrence, then this will reflect under the one investigation. We will review the investigation aspect of occurrence reporting and the subsequent analysis in our next session. Organisations with an effective SMS tend to be successful. They have a culture that encourages an open communication and a non-punitive approach to safety. They are always looking for ways in improvement that in turn affects both the employees' morale and their commercial success. A clear, well-communicated roadmap of what an organisation's safety management system is and what it is supposed to achieve will always contribute to success. If you can successfully manage occurrence reporting in conjunction with your safety management system that goes beyond just being compliant to industry regulations and standards, you will in time find that compliancy is actually a byproduct of effective SMS. A point that we should never forget is that whilst you may believe that you have an effective and efficient safety management system, it's always wise to be prepared. Whilst the sun may be shining brightly when you walk out the door in the morning, by lunchtime there could be torrential rain. That's why here in Scotland we are always prepared and have an umbrella. I hope that today's insight into occurrence reporting has prompted you to think and possibly review your own current safety management system practices. If you'd like to know more about how Gale Solutions can help you in promoting a successful SMS within your organisation, we will be more than happy to discuss this with you. Any questions and follow-ups can be made by contacting us through the Gale website, www.galequality.com/aviation, or alternatively you can email us directly at info@galequality.com. You can also follow what we are doing on the LinkedIn group Aviation Safety and Quality Info Exchange, or on Twitter at Gale Fiona M. The next webinar will be on investigation and analysis and is scheduled for the 30th July. We look forward to seeing you all then.